That tune is by DJ Real. Welcome to Blabbermouth. I'm Red Scott.
And I'm Phil Griffiths. Thank you for watching Blabbermouth, where comics, play games, talk shit, and go home with absolutely no prizes.
None
at all.
What a day. What a day, Phil. Not only was Ryanair hijacked after they refused to pay the assailants $5 no hijacking fee, but Phil turns 155 years old today. Congrats, Phil.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that is, it's a big one. It's a big one for me.
It's a big one. Those even 5 years. I mean, just after Phil was born, the Parliament of Canada met for the very first time. Is that why Queen Victoria sent for your family to move here?
Yeah, she just wanted us to make sure everything was still in order, going correctly, and
make sure Canada was getting it all figured out.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat. Red's dad's here. Red's dad here is in the chat. We had Red's mom here, but Red's dad here is here this time. Thank you to Domini Arma, who at this point is basically one of our writers contributing to wrong answers only, or picture contributors. There's no actual words happening. Not technically a writer. Don't try and get credit. Don't try and get royalties from us, Domini. But thank you for that. God Eats Bagels, good to see you. Love to see the Blabber logo. Kirk H.E.K. Reese, Wedhead. Excited everybody's here.
Yeah, it's great.
Any more small print before we start, Phil?
I'll just mention the Discord in the chat. There's a link down below if you want to join the Discord. That's where if you guys have pictures you want to submit for the show, or if you have any catchphrases or something like that you want to participate in, you definitely could use some help there. So throw some suggestions our way through the Discord. Just click that link, join it, and then you're in. Simple as that.
More importantly, let's introduce our contestants.
Yep, our first comic tonight was supposed to be here last week, but his crypto mining setup crashed his entire operation, so he's unable to join us, unfortunately. But you may have seen him hosting a show we raid often here after hours called Drawing a Blank. Please welcome Clay Newman.
Yes, I'm back, everybody. I'm happy to be here. I'm on a new computer, which means I have no idea what my Twitch password is at this point. It was saved in the old computer. If anybody's stealing my identity, just give me a hint in the chat, and I should be able to see it on Zoom.
Yeah, if you can figure it out, you'll probably get his crypto riches as well. That's it's probably, something like that. So, Clay, my question for you tonight is, how long did it take for you to paint that painting behind you?
Honestly, it took up like one Bob Ross tape, but I kept falling asleep during it. It really took about 70 tries of one Bob Ross tape, and I finally nailed it. A lot of power naps.
Nice. I like it. How high were you when you were doing it?
I had a happy little buzz going on. I'm not going to lie. I did.
Yeah, that's that first one of Bob Ross. That's his number one tip.
Yeah, you can't draw a happy little tree without some happy little trees.
Right. All right, thanks for joining us, Clay.
All right, next up, a Blabbermouth regular and the only comic to beat Elon Musk in an arm wrestling competition, and Ocho Cinco in a contest to be Joe Burrow's favorite person from Cincinnati. Please welcome Brooke Heinichen.
Oh, thanks. I wasn't sure if you were talking about me or not until all of those Cincinnati sports names started popping up.
Exactly. So Brooke, the city of Cincinnati is famous for its baseball team, which is the first Major League Baseball team in the nation to be named after me. The Reds, of course. So what were the alternate names being considered?
The Blues. But they thought that would make people too sad.
Yeah.
And then they thought about the Greens, but they're not really a recycling city. They're too Republican for that. So landed on the Reds.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you for being here, Brooke.
Thanks for having me.
Our next comic is also a Blabbermouth favorite and performs all over the place. You may know him as the true heart of the Hesby Street podcast, but we know him as Tony Two-Pair. Please welcome Tony Zavala.
That's right. Joining my two twin loves of playing poker and not being on a podcast all that regularly.
We know you're the driving force behind that entire thing. So, Tony, my question for you tonight, everyone knows, your previous reign, 1 week reigns as Blabbermouth poker champion. How does it feel right now talking to the current 11-week reigning poker champion, Phil Griffiths?
It feels a little bit like a challenge, and I can't wait to see you out on the field. I'll let my play do the talking.
Yeah, no, this reign doesn't look like it's going to end. It's going to go for quite some time. So I'm pretty happy with that. Thanks for joining us, Tony.
All right, finally, I guess I don't know if I did this next comic. One of my favorite.
Laughing, but you didn't even say anything yet.
That's true. That is because either I or Phil deleted the introduction I'd written.
Oh, well, see, now I'm sorry I brought it up.
It's pretty funny to see the two commas next to each other with no text. All right, finally, our last comic. First time on Blabbermouth, one of my favorite comics in San Francisco, known for his lengthy diatribes and his deep vinyl collection. Please welcome Arthur Gaus.
Oh, yeah. Long and deep. That's right, baby. Hi, everybody. Hi.
All right.
Yeah, no, you'll notice that I have tremendously good taste.
All right. Arthur, you are from San Francisco. Its Mission District is famous for its baseball team, the minor league Mission Reds, which were the first minor league baseball team in California to be named after me.
Correct.
What alternate names were considered?
Well, the Blues, but they didn't want to make everybody sad. And the Greens, but then the recycling people were like, well, like, we've kind of got that covered. So they went with Reds. It's basically the same story as Cincinnati. They landed on the exact same thing. I mean, this is the whole nation. I don't know if you know this, in the early 20th century is just dotted with cities who went no Blues, no Greens, fine, Reds, fine.
And then they started chanting Reds, which is always great to hear when that happens.
I'll tell you, the Reds, the San Francisco Seals, and the Oakland Oaks used to play triple headers where for a dime you could go see all three games, and it was streetcar fare. You had to show your ticket, and you could take the streetcar back and forth from the two different ballparks. That sounds like a dandy time.
It does sound like a dandy time. Also, I did lose $20 because I bet Phil that you would give me an obscure baseball fact before answering my question, but you did it after. So well done. Well done, Arthur.
I know how to exercise restraint when I'm around people who don't like baseball.
All right. Well, thank you for being on the show, Arthur.
Well, thanks for having me.
Well, that's enough blabbering. It is time for some mouth.
Yes. Lovely mouth. We love it.
That's what I used to say to girls in high school, man. It never worked.
Our main game here is Punched Up, where comics write punchlines and joke setups provided by us. So, small stroke. Gonna restart. But before we play that game, we need to give our comics some time to write those punchlines. And so we'll be playing a warm-up game with two of the comics, while the other two go into the Blabbermouth bubble to write their punchlines. I'm going to slow it down a bit because I'm going a bit fast.
There's plenty of time for mouth, Phil. Don't rush it.
I'm not up against the commercial break. I don't know why we're doing this. But all right, so Brooke and Arthur, we're going to put you two in the bubble first to write your punchlines from the setups that have been provided to you by our new head writers, my daughters. They wanted a summer job and are willing to work for free. Wow. And they have a dirty sense of humor, so why not? So Brooke, you're going to be answering or writing punchlines for the following setups. Number one, my doctor said I have a bad case of Olympic fever because, ellipses. Number two, I want to open a store that only sells bug spray and call it, ellipses. Number three, a new smart toilet takes photos of your poop and sends it straight to the doctor. So far, the working name is, ellipses. And finally, Kevin Spacey is returning to acting as a sex crime detective. Critics are calling it, ellipses. How are you feeling about those, Brooke?
Feeling great. Tell your daughters thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Apologies. Arthur, you will be writing punchlines for the following setups. 1, I'm so old, I remember when gang meant, ellipses. 2, having a kid is like winning American Idol, ellipses. 3, Kim Jong-un has banned mullets, nose piercings, and skinny jeans in North Korea. At least that's what, ellipses. And finally, an elderly man had the wrong leg amputated at an Austrian clinic. It's all just a misunderstanding, ellipses. All right, Arthur, your first 4 Blabbermouth setups, how do you feel about these?
I feel tremendous, and it's mostly because I'm high. I feel great. Like I'm tingling. I don't think I'm going to be able to write any jokes, but like I'm going to just nail like 5-8 episodes of Ancient Aliens after this. So I'm feeling great.
Somehow I feel like your eyebrows are just becoming an episode of Ancient Aliens. Like you're already a meme that I'm going to add large text over, and I'm excited about it.
Okay.
All right.
So to answer your question, yes, I'm feeling great.
Into the bubble they go. They will have 5 minutes to write punchlines to those setups as they slowly run out of oxygen. Noise-proof bubble. While that's happening, we are going to play Wrong Answers Only, the game where I show Tony and Clay pictures from the internet and ask them questions to which they provide wrong answers only. Tony, are you ready to kick this off?
I'm ultimately ready.
Excellent.
No, I'm not. Maybe not that. I'm one notch below ultimate.
All right, bars are back open in Florida. What is the name of this bar's signature drink?
This one is the you're so desperate to go to a bar, you'll drink anything. This is how badly you've wanted to be out at a bar again.
How is that IBC cocktail defined? What is it made of?
It's made of, well, the main spirit is bathtub gin that has been fermenting for a year. And it's got, I'm going to say olive juice, but not like cocktail olive juice, like black olives like they use at Pizza Hut. and garnish with basil leaf.
Yeah, so far it's just the bathtub gin. You got to squeeze it all out first.
Yeah, the fish does most of the seasoning, I got to say.
All right. Clay, this photograph is, I should mention that several of these were provided by Domini Arma in the Discord for wrong answers only. You can submit your own pictures for wrong answers only in there. So thank you, Domini. Clay, this photograph is an advertisement for what product?
I mean, a shitty restaurant, clearly, if they're not bringing you a new fork. What am I going to eat pie with a bunch of marinara sauce on my fork? That's terrible service.
A question of etiquette. If there are 3 different sizes of fork, which size would you use to eat pie?
The biggest one. I know that's not the right one, but I want that pie in my mouth as fast as possible.
That is correct. That is absolutely correct. Since we're playing wrong answers only. All right, Tony. What kind of bird is this? This one is from God Eats Bagels. Yeah, that's a good point.
This is a two-face bird. That's a pun on can. This is a bird that has an alter ego. This is like, it looks like a superhero out there, and this is Mask. He's coming home from a day of superhero fighting, bird fighting, and he just wants to get home and do his nest of solitude.
Well, since you brought it up, what is the name of this superhero?
Derek.
What was that? Cleric?
Derek.
That makes a lot of sense. It seems like he'd be a Derek.
Yeah, it's an obvious one.
There's too many something hyphen men out there. This guy's just Derek.
Right. Pressing next. All right. Clay, what is the scientific name of this animal?
The Latin name is Hydus childrenus, I believe is the official name. And you know what, man? Nuns are the ones that fly. Let nuns have one fucking thing. They're not allowed to catch a dick. Let them catch some wind on their own. You don't need to fly up there and bug them, Pope.
You are right. You do not have to fly up there and bug them. That's a great point. Let's see. And next up, Tony, what movie is this, and what are these characters doing?
I have to get a better look at this. What? I think the movie is True Lies 2. I think that's Arnold Schwarzenegger and the other lady. And I believe that they are hanging on for dear life. They are falling. That's out of the skyscraper, just like in True Lies, I'm pretty sure. And those are beams of light from helicopters. Asking them to turn themselves in, they will not, at any cost. They will die before they let a copper take them. This is the penultimate scene. Just before spoiler, they do die. So it's not really a Hollywood ending here.
I mean, it does make me wonder: is this a sequel to True Lies or a prequel to Thelma and Louise?
It's a sequel to True Lies, as I said.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis. That's who it is.
All right, Clay Newman. What superhero is this, and what are their powers?
This is actually just the practice squad outfit for the Carolina Panthers now. They're being very careful with COVID and getting a little cutesy with the helmet. I'll be honest. There's only so much merch you can sell in football. If you could strap some cat ears onto a helmet, yeah, those things are going to fly off them. Fuck you, panda hats. We got a new merch king in town.
All right, we got one more that I do want to get to. What is the name of this band, and what are they celebrating? Wrong answers only.
This is Squirt Guns and Tulips. They are a tribute band that's a little bit watered down. Not quite what you remembered it, but close enough. And they are desperate for gigs. If you have any leads, go ahead and email them at sg_t@hotmail.com, and they will work for beer tickets.
Yeah, go check out SGAT, as their fans call them. They're very enjoyable. I don't know who my favorite SGAT singer is, but I love all of them. All right, let's pull them out of the bubble. Brooke and Arthur. Arthur, that was your very first time in the Blabbermouth bubble. How did you enjoy your time there?
I enjoyed it. Did I not tell you this already? I'm totally high.
You just
great.
I hadn't had a chance.
Sound in the distance, and I looked at my hand for a while. Have you tried this? It's fantastic.
I have not. I don't do drugs. I'm Christian. All right, Brooke, how was your time in the bubble?
Arthur hotboxed the bubble, and I'm upset. I'm also a little. Besides the smoke, it was fine.
How do you feel about your punchlines, Brooke?
Oh, mediocre at best.
That is the name. By the way, for the viewers, that is the name of Brooke's new album. Check that out on Spotify. Mediocre at best. It's very good. With that, let's get the setups for Tony and Clay.
Yep,
Shove them in a bell jar.
Let's see. So Tony and Clay, you're going to be adding punchlines to the following setups. Number one for Tony. Have you heard about the Memorial Day Challenge? That's where you, ellipses. Number two, I like my sex like I like my Billboard Music Awards, ellipses. Number three, soaring demand for chicken has resulted in wing shortages across America, which is strange because, ellipses. And finally, in Florida, 80 photos of female students in a yearbook were altered to have less revealing clothing. To be fair, ellipses. Now, Tony, it's been a little bit since you've been back, so how are you feeling about going into the bubble with Clay on these?
I'm feeling like I should read more news, because this is all new information to me. I should keep a closer eye on what's going on in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
Just hop on Ryanair and go somewhere and ask people what's going on. All right.
Yeah, that sounds like good advice right now.
Clay, here are your setups. You'll be adding punchlines too. 1, I'm so dumb, I thought roast battles were, ellipses. 2, my dad's nickname is Chicken Fingers because, ellipses. 3, American Express was fined after sending over 4 million spam emails. As a result, ellipses. And finally, Las Vegas officials are holding a pop-up vaccine clinic at a strip club. The mayor says, ellipses. My stumbling aside, how do you feel about your setups?
Not as high as Arthur is how I feel about the setups.
All right. Well, check under your chair for some mushrooms, and Clay and Arthur, tell us who your shared barber is. All right. Into the bubble. Clay goes as we play Explain This with Arthur and Brooke. I've gone through Arthur and Brooke's social media and found the most interesting things we need to discuss. Arthur, you are going to kick us off here. So this is @maniac_bowl, Arthur's Twitter account. This is March 17th All caps, it's my daughter's first birthday. Let's get, and then there's just a black square there. What does the black square represent, Arthur?
It represents me getting blacked out. It's my daughter's first birthday. Let's get blackout.
That doesn't seem like the greatest situation when you're caring for a baby.
Well, no, but like you understand how like one feels. Like one feels when you have successfully completed 365 days of not neglecting this baby into oblivion. Like you're like, oh, is today 366? Let's get fucked up.
I do know the feeling of loving somebody so much you wish you were unconscious. So that
it's like through days 1 through 364, I was Ned Flanders. Day 365 came around, and I was like a frat bro at a Kentucky Derby party. Like, it was just absolutely horrifying.
Shout out to the chat. We got Red's mom here, Wedhead and Reese in a love fest. Hello to all of you, and I'm glad all of you are here. I'm enjoying these vibes. All right, Brooke. How are you and Irene too watching you perform stand-up here? What is happening? This is
magic, man.
I go so weird about this picture.
I'm flipping the script. You know how people post pictures of tweets on Instagram? I'm exclusively just posting Instagrams to Twitter now. I can't think of anything clever enough to tweet, so now I've just decided to whore myself out there.
But how are you watching yourself do stand-up? Do you have a twin?
No, I have a time turner from the Harry Potter series.
That's even...
It allows me to pad my own audience.
Dorkier. All right. I can't wait till we see your special with 1,000 Brooke Heinekens laughing with slightly different hairstyles and outfits. It's going to be...
Yeah, it's the dream.
Yeah, it'll be just like Queen songs. Because, you know, like Queen songs, they're always like, hey, what's better than one Freddie Mercury? 75 Freddie Mercurys. Like, and this is a workable solution here.
All right, at Maniac_Bowl on Twitter. The best part about live comedy coming back is the next 6+ months of watching people's favorite tweets from the past year aggressively bomb. Arthur, how did the crowds like this one?
The crowds, I mean, who gives a shit about I don't read tweets on stage. I put tweets on Twitter where they bomb in their natural habitat. Right? Like I appreciate you what you're doing here, putting up my Twitter and maybe like, who cares about my Twitter? Like, it's basically detritus. Like, if you want the real stuff, come to a real show and I will do something funnier than this.
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Yes. Listen, Arthur Gaus, go see him live, listening to him on vinyl. Those are the only two acceptable options. Nobody cares about anything else. Yeah,
or you could get like if you want me to send you a funny telegraph, like I can do it in Morse code, but it's probably going to be pretty simple, just like set up punchline. No big premises.
All right, at Brooke Heinichen, a nonprofit that rejected me for a job years ago, just asked me to leave them a gift in my will. Is it petty to reply, "Thank you for your interest. We have reviewed your application with the death team, and unfortunately, after careful consideration, we will not be moving forward." Brooke, how did they handle it? Did they appreciate you letting them down gently?
I actually didn't send it yet because I am a pussy.
Do it.
Sorry, is this a family-friendly show?
I mean,
not at all.
Yeah, except for the fact that Phil's filthy ass daughters are writing jokes for us. It's not too family friendly. And the fact that both of our parents are watching. But they're, technically younger than us in the show's canon, but they're mature.
I was very salty about this though.
Yeah.
You should totally do that.
You should call them right now. I wish I had a way to connect them.
Yeah, but I just don't want to get banned from Wikipedia.
Why would you? I promise we can work our way around this.
Yeah. Something tells me that Wikipedia is probably going to find it in their hearts to have you back if you really want.
I know. I'm just very salty
imagining somebody looking to Brooke at a bar and saying, What was the first year the Cincinnati Reds played? And she just pulls out a cigarette and says, "No fucking clue, man. I've been banned from Wikipedia.
I've been on Wikipedia in years."
Don't worry, 1869, guys.
Yeah.
Of course.
Arthur's head just pops out from behind Brooke.
The red stocking.
Hello, Arthur Gaus here, 1860.
And to be fair to the kind folks at Wikimedia, I was wildly unqualified for this job.
Don't be kind to them. They're assholes. All right. Arthur Gaus, Maniac _Bull. What Ben Shapiro doesn't seem to understand is that nobody is impressed by someone who went to Harvard Law, but then used it for a career doing Rush Limbaugh impersonations. Arthur, what is your best Rush Limbaugh impersonation?
Oh, give me some food. Oh, wait, no more food. Give me some painkillers. Oh, painkillers and cigars. I'm just going to gorge myself on hard drugs and aggressively stupid food and talk about the NFL.
I'd say it was insensitive if it wasn't incredibly accurate. All right. And then finally...
I didn't even need to go to Harvard Law for that.
This is a sign that says, hell is real. And Brooke has captioned this home heart. Brooke, I thought you were from Cincinnati. You've been from hell this whole time?
Yes, synonymous. Kentucky is the hell part, but no, those billboards are from right outside my hometown. They're the ones they have the 10 commandments right before it, and then it says, where will you spend eternity? And then it says, hell is real. And then it's like, welcome to Cincinnati.
Queen City welcomes you.
I know. It's very flat. We need to fill space.
I also just love the idea that Kentucky's like, oh, they're going to the most demonic place anybody's ever thought of. The most God-hating place in this country, Ohio. Delightful. All right. Well, that is wrong answers. Only let's pull Tony and Clay out of the bubble. Tony, how do you feel about your punchlines?
I feel unjustifiably confident.
I think you are correct. Clay,
I'm honestly just happy my computer's working this time. This is already a win for me.
You've pulled ahead just with that. All right, all 4 comics have written their punchlines, so let's see who's got the best ones and play Punched Up. Each comic has written 4 punchlines to the Blabbermouth writing staff's bad setups, and now they will go head-to-head and compete with each other. And the audience, the chat, will vote for the best joke. All right.
Also, our writing staff here at Blabbermouth hold comedic catchphrases in a very high regard. So to honor the classic catchphrases such as "you might be a redneck" or "hamburger," our staff has given each of you a court-appointed catchphrase of your very own. So we ask the comics to lean in on these and perform them to their fullest after saying their punchlines.
All right, let's get into it. Oh, also, isn't there a try the hamburger command, somebody?
Yeah. Oh, I did it.
All right. While we're getting into it, round 1, classic jokes. I believe we're starting off with Brooke v. Clay. Brooke, how'd your doctor's visit go?
Not so well. So my doctor actually told me that I have a bad case of Olympic fever, and that's just what they call the herpes outbreak that you get in the Olympic Village. That's a deep cut. Oh shit! What's my now laugh, bitches.
Every time she gets to the end of the joke and then looks for a physical catchphrase she has written down somewhere, but has no idea where it is. No idea.
I'm gonna put it right here.
It's delightful.
Over Phil's face.
I just love that it happens every time. It's a great bit. Never changed. All right, next up. All right, Clay, how dumb are you?
I am so dumb that I thought Roast Battle was that show on Food Network where Guy Fieri had to fight various meats. And that's why Clay don't play.
That's a great one.
All right, now these punchline battles will be voted on by you, our live audience here on Twitch. If you're watching and you're logged in, you get to vote. In this case, you'd be voting for one for Brooke and her. What was it? Let me find it. It's somewhere. It's a good
Olympic
joke.
fever.
Where is it?
The Olympic Village.
Oh, it's the. My doctor said I had a bad case of Olympic fever. Or 2 for Clay, and I'm so dumb I thought roast battles were. 1 for Brooke, 2 for Clay. Put your vote in now.
Also,
They do have.
if you're a
Oh, go ahead.
subscriber, your vote counts triple. 1 vote counts for 3 votes.
I'll just throw this out there. You've heard me talk for a little bit. If you have a guess for what my password is, if you feel like you know, just based on who I am and the few minutes you've seen me, what my password might be, just put it in the chat and I'll try it. It hasn't stopped me from trying new ones yet, so I can keep going.
They do have like a notoriously salacious amount of sex in the Olympic Village, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
They like always get a lot of STDs.
Wait, I think I'm going to try out for the Olympics this year.
I mean, every time I see the people on the curling team, I'm like, they are there for one reason, and it's not throwing irons on the ice.
The archery crew really has to talk some game to pull anything at the Olympic Village.
100% every single person is trying to sleep with the gymnasts.
I would just wear a sweat.
They're 15, Red.
I'm just saying. The guys aren't.
I would just put on a tracksuit and like go on Tinder and just kind of like hang around the periphery. Off. I'd be like,
Make up a flag and just get a patch of it.
Yeah, I'm a sporting fellow.
Yeah, and then when they look at your body, they have no idea that you're not an Olympian.
Yeah.
All right, 54.5%. It goes to Brooke. Congrats.
Son of a bitch.
You.
That extra 4% though is just Jen in Ohio home teaming it. Like she's like Cincinnati material,
which is legal. There's no rules against voting. All right, Tony versus Arthur. So Tony, tell me about this challenge.
It's called the Memorial Day Challenge, and if you don't know what that is, it's where you send me a present because that's on my birthday, by the way. But the real challenge, the Memorial Day Challenge, is when you eat 30 hot dogs in just under 8 minutes. And then when someone presents you with the award for first place in the hot dog eating contest, you reply with, right, hot dog eating contest, yeah. I'm worried that one will come back to haunt me.
All right, Arthur, how old are you?
I'm so old that I don't even know what gang means right fucking now. Let's just start there. I do not know what sentiment is being conveyed by gang, right? My understanding is that the teens were saying gang before the pandemic, and now the teens are no longer saying gang. In that interval, I have gained no knowledge about what gang means. It's like I've watched every episode of the Great British Baking Show, and I am no closer to understanding what they mean when they say pudding in England, right? However, in order to keep with the spirit of the game, I have written 2 punchlines for this. One imperialist and one communist. So we start with the imperialist one. Oh no, we'll start with the communist one, and I will do a stupid Russian accent just to show you my level of commitment to the bitment. That is my gift to you, the viewing audience out here in internet TV land. Okay, I am so old. No, hey, I do the accent right. I am so old, I remember when gang meant Soviet. Okay, and then I have the imperialist version, and that is I am so old that I remember when gang meant colony. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
All right.
Now it's time to vote, Chad. If you remember that we were still playing a game. It's 1 for Tony and his Have You Heard About the Memorial Day Challenge, or 2 for old ass Arthur. 1 for Tony, 2 for Arthur.
We know he was at least around in 1869 for the opening of the Red Stadium in Cincinnati.
Yeah. They were called the Red Legs.
And Phil's 30th birthday.
They were called the Red Legs.
Red Legs?
Yeah, they were called the Red Legs.
Red Legs.
Because
they wore red socks. Jesus Christ. Come on, man. Do I have to tell you everything? Aren't you the expert on
Wait, so there was already Red Sox and they had to change it? They were like, well, we can't be the Red Sox. And they're like, well, then we'll be the Red Legs.
Yeah, I don't know how they got bullied out of that one because they predated the Red Sox as a team. But somewhere along the line, they shortened from the Red Stockings to the Reds.
Red Sox spelled it with an X, though, so they were like, those guys are badasses.
I think the problem was they backed stockings. They're like, socks will never make it. This is a stocking world.
The stock eat stock world.
I think it took them weeks to get from Cincinnati to Boston back then. They were like, bad news, guys. The Cincinnati team. What are we going to do? And they're like, just call them the Red Sox. Nothing will ever come of it.
All right, coming down to it, 5 seconds. This is a close one. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 for Arthur. 1 for Tony. And that crowd that changed it right at the last second. Phil Griffiths, whoever that is, coming in, taking it away from Arthur. Cruel.
Let's put you guys together.
I had it, but I realized I had never pressed enter. So
Dude, that is some fuzzy math right there.
Wow.
We just got one come in. Just
It's a little late. It's a little late for that one. So Tony,
you're all right, man.
Tony pulled that one out. Shout out to Cool Mark D. Big Guy Ruiz, what's up? Thanks for joining us. Joseph SF also. And of course, Jen in Ohio. I feel like I haven't actually said your name out loud, though you've been in our minds the entire show. All right, next up we have Clay versus Tony. So Clay, what is your dad's nickname?
My dad's nickname is Chicken Fingers because he's brown on the outside, white on the inside, and genuinely bad for your health if he's in your life every day. That's why Clay don't play.
All right, Tony, how do you like your sex?
Oh, my sex. I'm glad you. I love my sex. I like my sex like I like my Billboard Music Awards. There's a lot more Drake in it than you'd expect. And the next day at the water cooler, almost nobody is talking about it. Pretty much just exclusively me. I'm a little worried that one may come back to haunt me.
all right, now get your votes in. 1 for Clay and his dad's chicken fingers, or his nickname Chicken Fingers, or 2 for Tony and his hot Billboard Music Awards sex.
Clay has chicken fingers.
Yeah,
you better believe it.
1 for Clay, 2 for Tony. I'm gonna vote early now, so you guys don't think I'm a bad guy.
No, it's too late. I really think you're a bad guy at this point.
Oh no, I'm not voting for you ever. But I'm just saying for the other people.
Oh, now I think you're a bad guy for sure after that vote.
So catchy.
Jay Real knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
All right, this is a close. We'll get your votes in.
Oh, I got my mom vote. The mom vote is big.
5 seconds, 4 seconds,
Mom's
3 seconds. 2 for Tony, 1 for Clay.
Guys, I just spent money on a computer. I need this.
There it goes, 63%. Good job, Joseph, getting it in just after I stopped voting. Appreciate that. Well done. All right, Tony with 63%. Congrats. All right, and in the last match for the first round, we have Arthur versus Brooke. So Arthur, what is having a kid like?
Having a kid is like winning American Idol. If you did it before 2003, you've got it made by now. If you had a kid anytime after that, well, like, go to hell. But if you had a Justin Guarini, if you named your kid after Justin Guarini, like, your life's on easy street, you know, except that you have to tell people that you named your kid after Justin Guarini.
Catchphrase?
Oh, my catchphrase. Somebody call my dealer.
I didn't realize you didn't get you talked for so long. I assumed something you'd said before was your catchphrase.
No. I sort of have like, I have catchphrases the way that like James Joyce has books. Like, I'm just going to keep stringing words together until something catchy happens.
Nobody's seen the end of them.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you like, hey, have you heard Arthur's catchphrase? And they were like, I tried, couldn't make it 2 pages in. Somebody call my dealer.
All right, Brooke, tell me about this new business idea.
Oh, I have a really great business idea. I'm going to open a store that only sells bug spray and call it Deet by Dre. Is it a Deet? It's a bug spray.
Got it.
Okay, how about you like that one? What about Office Depot? Huh? Beat Feet? Like Fleet Feet? That's a Midwestern chain. Now laugh, bitches.
All right, Jack, get your votes in now. 1 for Arthur, and is having a kid is like winning American Idol. Or 2 for Brooke and her buggy spray store. Deet by Dre.
Dude, that movie from Justin to Kelly was criminally underrated.
Wow, that's one of the lowest IMDb rated movies of all time. I've never seen it.
Again, criminal.
when Justin Guarini was popular, I had like hell of big curly hair, and so I was it was a real tough time.
So you're a big
Did you have the
Justin?
ribbed tank top he wore?
No, I've never been a real tank top guy.
Well, the weather here isn't conducive to it, so.
No. If I was wearing a tank top, I'd have a cardigan over it. Like a scarf. Like a wool scarf and like a tank top, you know?
All right, we are coming down to it. It is 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 for Brooke, 1 for Arthur. And that is it. Brooke got it with 56.5% of the vote. Dominion in the chat asked, it's not Geely anymore? No, that was a movie made later with Batman. All right.
That was the nipples Batman, though, right?
All right. I appreciate the late attempt, Mom. Great, but we are at the end of round 1, and that means we need to know where we stand. Where do we stand, Phil?
Yeah, so there's favorites and not favorites in this game sometimes, and Arthur is his first time playing, and after the first round, he's technically still not played, so it's he's got 0 points, and then Clay's I'm gonna go with some computer failure. Like he's trying to learn
taking
the
this
system,
piece of shit back. This is a
keyboard. He's got to get some
nicest computer I've ever had, but I'm taking it back tomorrow. Right, this is terrible.
It doesn't have enough jokes in it. You got to take that one back. And then sweeping both of their rounds in round 1, or both their matchups in round 1. Tony and Brooke both have 2 points each going into the next round.
All right. And next up, we've got a round that we like to call round 2. It's more jokes from this side of the screen. That's what's happening over here. We're doing monologue jokes this time. We're starting off with Clay versus Arthur. Clay, what's going on with your credit card company?
American Express was fined after sending over 4 million spam emails, but as a result, spam passed bacon as America's favorite side meat. And that's why Clay don't play.
Out of curiosity, what are your other favorite side meats?
I honestly, you get to a dark enough place, steak is a side meat, turkey is a side meat. It's really, they all become condiments at a certain point.
Your dark place is my brightest day. Next up, Arthur, what are your friends up to?
Oh, well, Kim Jong-un has banned mullets, nose piercings, and skinny jeans in North Korea. Well, that's not exactly what he did. He just said no Maroon 5 concerts, ever. None of them. They're not allowed.
Catchphrase?
Oh, somebody call my dealer. I mean, you can understand how I would not know to do the catchphrase at the right time, right?
No, it comes after jokes. There's that's really the only time to do a catchphrase.
Yeah. Thanks,
Brooke probably has it written down for you somewhere. She can do that.
Beautiful mind over here with all these post-its.
Get your votes in now. 1 for Clay and his American Express was fined for spam, or 2 for Arthur and his Kim Jong-un Maroon 5 mashup. 1 for Clay, 2 for Arthur.
Does Maroon 5 do the Shut Up and Dance With Me song?
I don't think so.
Because that song makes me just want to saw my head off, on television.
That was Walk the Moon.
Oh, for God's sake. Now, see,
that's a one-hit wonder of a band. I don't know any of their other songs.
Means Soviet.
Maroon 5 seems more polite. They're like, please dance. That's their vibe.
Yeah, would you mind dancing with me and being quiet while you do it?
All right. Get your votes in. 5 seconds. 4 seconds.
Just
3
vote for me on time this time, please.
seconds. 2 for Arthur. 1 for Clay.
No, don't do it.
On.
And that is it. Clay takes that round, 52.2%. Glad we got all of that in there. All right, so Tony versus Brooke is up next. So Tony, you got more talk about chicken?
Oh man, chicken is one of my favorite subjects. And did you know that soaring demand for chicken has resulted in wing shortages across America? You didn't know that, but it's strange. Because who even eats the chicken wings? I myself prefer the chicken vagina and the chicken anus. And demand for those is at an all-time low. And I'm fairly certain that one is going to come back to haunt me.
All right. Fortunately, we have another joke this round. Let's see if this one's a little more highbrow. Hey, Brooke.
Don't bet on it.
What's going on in our nation's bathrooms?
It's a really hot app market. A new smart toilet takes photos of your poop and sends it straight to the doctor. And so far, the working name is Shitterfly. You Shutterfly? The whole thing?
Yeah, it's weird that you have to pay
now
for them.
laugh, bitches.
All right, here we go. This is next, or no, still a bunch more heads up. I don't know what's going on with me tonight, but a few more head matchups. But this one is Brooke versus Tony, and Tony's soaring demand for chicken is a 1 or 2 for Brooks as new smart toilet on Shitterfly.
Heads up to the new user, Arthur Gausasa. You gotta vote. You gotta vote again. I think it missed. I hadn't started the voting counting yet.
Well, God damn it.
For Tony's chicken badge is getting no love. That's weird.
Oh, what?
That's because the
As a
CD's
feminist, I'm voting for Tony Zavala.
You would think that there would be some demand, but there's almost none.
Technically, it's a cloaca. I think that's what's slowing you down.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of ornithologists in the chat.
Tony's making a big comeback.
Oh, boy.
I mean, you do see quite a few of those in the bottom of the bucket. Like when you get the...
Love wings.
This is very close now. This is
good. God,
this might be the biggest comeback of all time. All of the feminists finally got done.
Oh, Tonaish.
Wait, do I get to cast the tie-breaking vote? Am I the?
You can't. I mean,
Okay.
There's
There we go.
others.
coming down to it. Oh, Brooke pulled ahead. All right,
feel
here it
like-
is. 5 seconds. This is too dramatic. 4 seconds. It's 1%. 3 seconds. 2 for Brooke. 1 for Tony. And there it is, Brooke, 51.3% of the vote. Chicken anuses did not make the cut. That is not part of the bucket.
I feel like this is a travesty of justice.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have Arthur versus Tony. So Tony back at it. All right, so Arthur, what's going on with healthcare in Australia?
Well, an elderly man just had the wrong leg amputated in an Austrian clinic, and it's all just a misunderstanding. What he went in there, what he wanted was he just told the doctor he wanted a 50% less chance of being a victim of a landmine. He just wanted to reduce that by 50%. they just took off the wrong one. They was like, no, I told you the left leg, but at least my landmine victimization chances have just been cut in half.
Catchphrase?
Somebody call my dealer. Somebody call my dealer.
All right, Tony, what's going on in Florida?
Florida's up to their old tricks. In Florida, 80 photos of female students in a yearbook were altered to have less revealing clothing. To be fair, the students were not exactly what you'd call lookers.
Jesus.
To use your words,
worried.
Tony, they're like 15.
I'm worried that one may come back to me.
All right, Jack, get a vote in now. 1 for Arthur and his one-legged man, or 2 for Tony and his...
It's not a one-legged man. It's a man with a 50%
Not looking.
reduced chance of landmine victimization. Just say the medical thing right. He's been through so much already.
I have such a problem because I can't vote for Tony as a feminist. But the integration of the catchphrase with the joke was so good.
Everyone's voting for 3.
As a terrible person.
Lots of 3s coming out in the voting.
And there were lots of 3s in that yearbook.
Austrian.
Okay,
All right.
I'm voting for Tony based on
Vote for
that.
Tony. Those like 4 twos came in.
I should win the whole thing for that.
Kirk H just says win, and he has a point. All right, we are coming down to it. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. 2 for Tony, 1 for Arthur.
Yeah.
And Tony managed to pull that one out. I did think that would come back to haunt him. It absolutely has not yet. And we are down to our last head-to-head matchup of the second round. We're going Clay versus Brooke. So Clay, what's going on in Vegas?
Las Vegas officials are holding pop-up vaccine clinics at a strip club. The mayor of Las Vegas says, coming to the stage next, it's Janice Leibowitz. Get those singles out, fellas. She's about to go masculine. No, Clay, don't play.
All right, that's going up against Brooke. Brooke, what's your favorite actor up to?
Well, Justin Guarini retired, but if you heard about Kevin Spacey, he's returning to acting as a sex crime detective. Critics are calling the show Law and Order Criminal Irony. Now laugh, bitches. I feel like Jeb Bush. Like, please laugh.
All right, this is the last head-to-head matchup of round 2. So vote now 1 for Clay and his Las Vegas strip club. Vaccinations are 2 for Brooke and Kevin Spacey returning to sex.
Can you just give somebody the catchphrase, Jeb? It's the ultimate campaign slogan.
Jeb.
Yeah, I'll take that one. I'm kind of sitting here in 4th place, guys. I mean, if you just want to goose out new catchphrases, I'll take it. And Jeb.
Oh man, this one's gotten close.
This is what happens when I don't wear a tie, by the way.
No!
Or the tie.
That's it.
What shirt are you wearing?
I'm wearing my Cobb's Comedy Club 25th anniversary t-shirt from 2007.
Oh wow, so that's your new shirt.
Yeah, I'm so old, I don't remember what gang means. I think it means faction. That was the other thought that I had.
3 punchlines for 1 joke. 0 wins. All right, coming down
if I
to
had a chance to do 7, I would have got a funny one in there.
All right, coming down to it. 5 seconds. 4 seconds.
No!
3 seconds. 2 for Brooke.
Odds eat bagels. Yeah, thanks.
1 for Clay. All right, Brooke, 55.2%. You won that round. Well done. All right, that brings us to the end of round 2, which means we need to know where we stand. Where do we stand, Phil?
Yeah, some are standing higher than others, but there's, it's always tough. It's the good thing. Arthur has 0 points, but the good thing is it's kind of like in baseball. Like there's no kind of official at bats, so you're still kind of considered a rookie at the next time. But it's Arthur's got 0. Clay snuck out a point in that round. The keyboard was banging out some bangers there, so he's got 1 point. Tony got 3 points going into the next one, and Brooke just sweeping all around, dominating everybody with 4 points going into the next one.
If it makes you guys feel any better, the neighbors above me have enrolled their kids in tap dancing class, and that is all I am hearing right now.
That's just extra applause. That doesn't make me feel better.
All right, well, nothing is decided yet because we have one more round, a round that we call
Hot or Not round.
No, it's the final round. It's what we call the final round every week. That's what it's always been called.
I
That's
thought this is
what
where we
we're
rate the comics.
Nope, this is final round. First up, we are going to need from the audience. We're going to need a prompt. When you were in school, elementary school, what was I guess? Hopefully, you're not in elementary school. What was the best candy? What was the best candy? Let us know in the chat.
Mine's Butterfinger. I don't know about you, Red.
Well, then enter it into the chat.
Yeah.
So it's important that it's not your favorite candy now.
I'm
It's your
just saying
favorite
that was
candy.
like when you were a kid. That was the feelings were
Yeah.
most pure. Wacky wafers.
Oh.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what that is. Is that some UK
No.
stuff?
Now my favorite candy is like
Those
the ones with
like
the alcohol
thin
in
slices
it.
of chalk. I think that's what those were.
I grew up in San Francisco, so our favorite candy was just hard-boiled eggs.
Oh no!
They're just like, here, it's Halloween. Here.
British tuppence coffee.
Someone threw. Here's a tin of sardines. Someone threw it at our house earlier.
Bubba Master's got like 7 different favorite candies.
Yeah, I
I'm
love it.
assuming
I'm real
petite.
hungry.
No,
I haven't heard of a lot of these.
I assume Bubba Messer has them all in his front pocket currently.
What is a crybaby sour gumball?
Snosberries, Milky Way, Snickers, Kit Kat, Warheads. I'm liking Warheads. That was a personal. Wait, am I confusing Warheads and Airheads? Was that what was the like taffy
I think so,
one?
yeah.
This
That was
is
Airheads.
we should never let you be in charge of the military, Red.
I've often said that. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Patty's Bagel said Maltesers, which is like a 3-way pun there.
Airheads are taffy-ish. Oh, Airheads. Well, you know what? Since you suggested it, we're going with Airheads. Fucking love Airheads. They're so good. All right. That is the choice I have chosen. We're going with Airheads. So what's going to happen now is we're going to have a prompt based on what you have suggested, Airheads. You guys kept mentioning Airheads. I couldn't just stop you, so guess we're going with Airheads. And each of the comics below is going to write a response to that prompt, and we're going to read their answers from least amount of points to most amount of points. The winner of this round gets 3 points. That's a lot of points. They could very well win this thing based on this round alone. Phil, would you guess that I have stalled enough that it loaded? All right, let's see.
That's my guess.
All right, the Airheads flavor that just missed the cut. Everybody in this room has 2 minutes to give us the Airheads flavor that just missed the cut. Starting now. Thank you, people, for joining us today. If it is your first time, please follow us. Give us a follow. Make a second account. Follow us from that so that you can watch us simultaneously from 2 positions, or maybe watch it in VR. I don't know how you're doing. Also, if it's your second time, check us out. If you have a Prime subscription, Phil, you want to bang Prime in the chat?
I love to bang Prime in the chat.
That's weird. You can give us your free Prime subscription. You get 1 free Prime subscription per month. We could be that free Prime subscription. Or you could go to the next level, consummate it, and make us an official subscription with your own damn money. And we would appreciate that as well. If you can't do any of that, too bad. You can still donate. That's why we have a link below where you can send us some money. We'd appreciate that. If you can't do any of that, though, that is still fine. Just tell somebody about the show. Just text somebody a link to the show. Spray paint it on their window on the inside so that they can see it when they're looking up from their computer. That's a good way to get the word out. Make posters, staple them to big wooden posts like you see in movies. No idea what's at the top of those. Maybe put them in the woods. And then that's about all the ideas I have. Phil, is there anything else I'm missing?
Yeah, just, if us spending hours a week per building and creating content for you to watch isn't enough for you to donate, then you can also buy something. You go to the merch store down below and you can buy a t-shirt currently, only that. There's a t-shirt of Red and a t-shirt of me. Mm-hmm. Something happened to all the other merchandise. I don't think it's sold out, but I don't know what happened to it. But those are the 3 things you can buy there: a t-shirt and a sweatshirt. And try buying that. That helps us out too.
All right. And now it is time to get the answer from our comics, the Airheads flavor that just missed the cut. Phil, we're starting with the least amount of points. So who are we starting with?
Yeah, let me carry the 0 and then, we'll start with Arthur. So Arthur.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, cool. Can you let me know what's the Airheads flavor that just missed the cut?
AIDS blood. Thank you. I went dark. AIDS blood. Blood. You can really taste the AIDS. Well, I'm in last place. I had to swing for the goddamn fences. AIDS blood Airheads. We're taking the taffy. We're mixing in AIDS blood. It's a flavor.
All right.
Anyway, somebody call my dealer. Somebody call my dealer.
All right, we'll go over to Clay. Clay, you're in third place with 1 point. What's the Airheads flavor that just missed the cut?
I mean, I'm going to have to answer D, none of the above, because this is the candy that put out mystery flavor. So I don't think they've ever turned anything down. I think if they came out with something shitty enough, they'd just be like, surprise, Airhead, and it would be fine. And that's why, Clay, don't play.
Like, surprise, you have AIDS now.
That was Phil's tag, not mine, people listening.
All right, so moving over to Tony. Tony, one pair. I said your nickname wrong earlier. You don't have two pair, you have one pair. That's it. But Tony, one pair. What's the Airheads flavor that just missed the cut?
Airheads flavor that just missed the cut. Now, you might be expecting me to say chicken vagina. But after the response I received from that earlier joke, I'm going to have to say rhubarb vagina. And I think that may come back to haunt me.
All right. I had pleasantly forgot about chicken vagina. So until then, but nice. So Brooke, headed over, you're kicking everybody's ass in this game. What is the Airheads flavor that just missed the cut?
Well, as Clay pointed out, they do have a flavor called white mystery, but the one that wasn't made is called brown mystery.
Oh.
Now laugh, bitches.
All right, that's it. We're going to do the voting from left to right, not as they performed it. It's going to be from left to right. So chat, now you're going to vote 1 for Arthur, 2 for Brooke, 3 for Tony, or 4 for Clay. Get your votes in now. This will determine the winner of their game. So whoever wins this round is definitely going to get some good bump in the point.
Oh, this is great because I was just thinking stand-up comedy isn't humiliating enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we did when we came up with this game. We're like, how can we make this more embarrassing and harder?
Yeah, I don't know if this is more humiliating.
At least you didn't have to get on Bart to make this happen, so
I did it to sort of juice my imagination. I was like, I'm just going out to Berkeley and back and just kind of breathing it all in.
Is that where your dealer is?
Somebody call my dealer.
It makes sense that Arthur's the kind of guy that's like, you know what? I'm just going to go and knock on this drug dealer's door. Like, he's my neighbor
Hello.
Anyway.
Hello. My understanding is that you're retailing drugs. Well, I have some cash in unmarked bills. Would you like to exchange some of your drugs for my money? Yes, this is a cardigan. Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like the people on the Twitch have been deprived of seeing you in your typical suit. Your stand-up.
Well, next time.
Yeah.
I begged on for this humiliation. I was like, please, please, please waterboard me on the internet. That'll be great. I'll wear a suit next time, and I promise you it'll be way funnier.
This is a pretty close one.
This is a close one. We're coming down to it. Brooke still has a chance. Tony and Clay are neck and neck. Any vote could split that one way or the other. Arthur is also here, but crazier things have happened.
No, I am a fucking Twitch password away. Just last shot. Anybody, if you can help me come up with if I tie, I feel like I'll at least get second. Oh no.
Have you tried chicken vagina? All right, 5 seconds. 4 for Clay, 3 for Tony, 2 for Brooke, 1 for Arthur. And that is it. Tony, 32.3%, won that final round, as we call it every week. Doesn't change much at all. All right, so now that everything is said and done, we need to know where it stands finally. Where does it stand?
Final standings. It's I didn't want to say at the beginning because it is just kind of it could have been a record-breaking night. Brooke has actually never lost this game. I don't know if you guys know that or not. She's undefeated until tonight.
Oof.
When Tony Zavala becomes Blabbermouth of the night and wins.
Oh, Lord.
Congratulations, Tony.
Yeah. This
Tony?
is
People seem happy for you, Tony.
I'll start the slow cap if I need to.
not even myself. I'm like, wow, really? Whoa.
All right.
That's a mistake.
I mean, I do have to say that you came in with a Big Tony one pair with his chicken choices that I thought would come back to haunt you, but they absolutely did not. Well done.
Yeah. I mean, I'm haunted by success.
All right, Tony, where can people find you and your work?
Oh, I'm on Instagram at TonyZav, and then on Twitter at TonyZav_. And I'm an occasional guest on the Hesby Street podcast. And if you find or listen to me in any of those places, I will be spreading my message of opening your mind to new flavors that are all around you.
Excellent. Thank you, Tony. Clay, where can people find you?
You can see me every Wednesday after Blabbermouth playing Drawing a Blank. I'm going to say America's 47th favorite Pictionary comedy show.
One of the top ones for sure.
Top 50.
All right, Brooke, where can people find you?
I'm at Brooke Heinichen, spelled like it is below here on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok, even though I've not posted anything there yet.
Excellent. You can follow Brooke on TikTok, where there is nothing, apparently.
Nothing.
Arthur, where can people find you aside from a vintage record store?
I'll go to a new record store too. It's no big deal. I'll buy a reissue if I have to. So you should go. You should go on Spotify or Pandora, and you should listen to my record. It's called Nice Jokes for Smart People. Do that. That's a thing you can do. And then you can Twitter at Maniac Bull, Instagram at Maniac Bull. But I hate the internet, so I mean, do whatever you want with that, But listen to the record. That's good. That's actually good.
Yeah, check out the record. It's a good time. Yeah. You can find me on Twitter at red_Scott. You can check out my website, redscott.com. Also, I have a podcast called Boars, Gore, and Swords. It's good stuff. We talk about television mostly and movies, and it's a good time. Phil, where can people find you?
You can find me at philcomedy.com, and I'm on Instagram and Twitter at Phil Griffiths, just the GRIFFS. You can find me there. And I also co-host a Twitch game show called Blabbermouth. So you find me here. That's usually where I'm at.
Check that out. All right, Phil, we're going to raid somebody?
Yeah, we're going to raid. Let's raid C. She's a great follower of the show, and she's playing some Call of Duty. So you guys can go over there and stick around a while and watch some of her playing that. She's great and very nice.
All right, go look for it. One last time, congrats again to Tony, Blabbermouth of the Night. Thank you to Clay Newman. Thank you, Brooke Heinichen. Thank you, Arthur Gaus. I have been Red Scott.
I'm Phil Griffiths. Make sure we do it. Oh, actually, we're not playing this Wednesday. This Wednesday, we're taking off. So we have some personal stuff. So no show Wednesday, but we'll be back next Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m.
I genuinely forgot.
I did too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm waiting for this to load.